Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. All right, this is just a quick update video from Bloomberg.com. It says NYC should prepare for possibility of full shutdown, mayor says. All right, and it says here, New York City should be prepared for a full shutdown and start making plans to work remotely, Mayor Bill de Blasio said. The governor said we should prepare for the possibility of a full shutdown. I agree with that, de Blasio said Monday. We need to recognize that we need to recognize that may be coming, and we need to get ready for that now. De Blasio was responding to comments made by Governor Andrew Cuomo in a New York Times story. You could be looking at the shutdown of New York City within a month, Cuomo said in the article. All right, so, we're basically seeing, which it was expected anyway. The only difference is that when the shutdown at the end of the spring, all right, didn't have the venom. This shutdown, they've already given the okay. And I believe today they gave the first, so-called healthcare worker in New York, they gave it to her. Okay, so, could we see the narrative of pretty much, we go into this lockdown and, in order to reduce the numbers, this time we got to do more than just social distance and more than just 6 feet apart and wearing masks. This time people actually have to take the Crown Royale, potion. Okay, they actually have to take it so that the numbers can go down so that they can open back up. They could very well, push that possibility, but let's see. Okay, so it says a shutdown would ultimately be a decision that comes from Cuomo. But what's increasingly clear is that all forms of restrictions are on the table, de Blasio said. At the current rate we're going, you have to be ready now for a full shutdown, a pause like we had back at the end of the spring. That's increasingly necessary to break the back of the second wave, to stop it from growing, taking lives, threatening our hospitals. And I believe they said Matt Hancock, I think that's his name, a health expert said that he said that there's another strain, all right, of the C19, which I don't even know if they're gonna call it that, but there's another strain of it that caused that rapid spread in I believe it's at England or so. Okay, so that's also interesting. All right, it says de Blasio urged employees who don't need to be going into a workplace to work remotely as much as they could. Here's the thing though. Not all jobs, certain jobs you cannot work remotely. All right, certain jobs are only in person. I mean, like, for example, if you're a sales associate at a retail store, you know what I'm saying, how do you work remotely on that? The website is already set up. You don't really need to, you're not a customer service agent, so what happens to you? Guess you get laid off or you go out of a job, because these businesses as it is, a lot of them are shut down. Now, being that they're going through tough times as it is and they're barely keeping their nose above water, this is going to basically sink them under that. And they're not going to have enough money to keep the buildings and everything good while also paying you while you're not working. Okay. So that's going to throw a lot more people into poverty, with this whole stimulus check thing ending soon. Now, whether they're going to renew it or not, we got to wait and see, because now we're about to see also, we're getting closer and closer to that inauguration day, and we're going to see how this transition of presidency works. If it goes smoothly or if there's tensions, who knows, man? All right, because now you have Proud Boys and Antifa going back and forth. I believe they said it was like 4 people got stabbed. Somebody got shot or so. So they getting, hey, what does it say in 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter, 14th verse on down? It says, one people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands. All right, meaning what? Modern day weapons. Okay. So it says, He couched a potential shutdown as shorter than the one New York experienced in the spring and said, "We are hopefully talking about weeks, but we are preparing mentally and practically for that possibility." Yeah, you hopefully preparing for it, but I mean, yeah, you the same people who said that the shutdown in the spring was going to be for 2 weeks, but we see how that went. So you come down and say, "Oh yeah, this one's going to be shorter than that one." Well, then it just might be longer than that one. All right, it says New York City's C19 indicators are all exceeding city thresholds. As of December 12, 5.5% of tests were positive, up from below 5% at the end of November, based on a 7-day average. So you're seeing the trend rise back up again. All right, the numbers are going back up. All right, but hey, for them, the quote unquote good thing for them is now you actually have a way to, fight it. All right, it says the city's rate of hospitalization has been climbing to 2.3 per 100,000 residents a day as of December 12, from less than 2 per 100,000 at the beginning of December. At the height of the outbreak, the city had an average of 13 new admissions per 100,000 residents per day. Even with the climbing number, now check this part out. You're saying you're getting ready for a full shutdown. You're gonna close everything down. You da 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 da. But schools are gonna stay open. Please, how does that even, make sense? It says even with the climbing numbers, schools remain safe. How? How are schools not where kids interact the most? Talking, touching. The hallways are small as hell. Talking about 6 feet apart. you know. So they're playing at an angle with the school stuff, man. Because it's like, of all things, that's that one thing they don't want to close down. All right, it says here, schools remain safe, the mayor said. New York City plans to move as many schools as possible to 5 days a week of in-person lessons, he said. So you're shutting down New York, but you're going to open up more schools? You're going to shut down businesses, you're going to shut down restaurants, you're going to shut down all these things, but you're going to open up more schools. The city has opened 878 schools in the past week. Of those, 250 will be going to 5 days this week. That number will grow week by week, de Blasio said Monday at a V briefing. You're going to see a lot more, he said, which it doesn't even make sense. If this thing is getting so bad and you're seeing an upward trend, why would you open up schools? It doesn't even make sense. Nonetheless, all right, whenever they come with this, we see whatever angle they're trying to play at. All right, and we should already know these scriptures, Revelation 12:12, okay, that they're gonna come down with great wrath. All right, 2 Ezra 15, I think it's 15 and 17. All right, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. When they start locking things down, all right, they're gonna lock it down. It's gonna be harder to travel because now they're gonna have more and more restrictive measures. Okay, so that's the times we're in right now. Okay, and we're seeing. Matter of fact, let me get that. The book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 1, it says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand." So we're seeing them practicing these things, which they've already planned. They've devised these things, starting all the way at the top with their elites. All right, and then they just send the orders down. So some of these people here who just enforce them, they don't even know what's going on. They're just doing their job. They're doing what their boss told them, and their boss is doing what his boss told them. But it all ultimately goes up to the wicked devices by these wicked elites. All right, and they're practicing it. All right, upon the people. Okay, so now that it's out and people are already taking it, let's see how it goes. All right, let's see where the Lord takes it from here. But anyway, that was just a quick update. Lord willing, it was edifying and informative to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakudash, Until next time, shalom.